The U.S. is in the midst of a flu epidemic. Doctors are urging people to take it seriously and get vaccinated. Here to share what you need to know to protect yourself is Dr. Vincent Eletto, emergency room physician with JFK Hospital. Welcome, doctor. Let's talk first about how you define the flu. We get colds, we get flu. What's the difference?
The flu is a highly contagious virus, different from the other viruses that give you the common colds, the rhinoviruses, etc. These are specifically viruses that we look for around the world. We see which ones are the most prevalent. Hopefully we get the vaccinations right in time for the seasons.
Right. Why has this one been so prevalent?
Oh, it's devastating around the world. We seem to be in epidemic proportions. The United States alone, from December 23rd through the 29th, had 31 states reporting it. In 1 week alone, it went up to 41 states. There was one place in upstate New York, Onondaga, had 5 cases of the flu, 2011. They're reporting over 2,000 cases this year.
How does this spread so quickly?
Oh, it's all droplets. People touching other people, people coughing into their hands. Do you know we touch our faces about 1,000 times a day?
Really?
We don't even realize it. We continue doing that. And that's primarily how we spread it. One droplet to a person is all you really need.
Wow, that's amazing.
And when you consider that the sneeze has 200 pounds per square inch of pressure when it comes out, that's a lot of pressure spreading that disease.
Spreads it all over the place.
That sure does.
So how do you protect yourself? If you're in the work environment, in the school environment, you have people all around, how do you protect yourself?
Keeping distance. Distance is one of the most important things. The second thing is to wash your hands. Constantly be vigilant about washing your hands. Very, very important. And if someone is sick, they really need to stay home. The flu initially kind of hits you like any other cold, a little body ache, a little fatigue, but by day 2 and 3, you know that you've got the flu. The body aches are tremendous. The fevers go up to 103. The flu is much, much worse in that a lot of the sequelae is what kills people. Pneumonia being the biggest one. People who have other comorbidities such as diabetes, heart disease. You got to think about this. Your heart is racing at about 130, 140 beats a minute due to the fever, and people with underlying conditions can't handle that for sustained periods. Makes it much worse.
Now, I was reading something that suggests that if you do have the flu, do not go to the hospital.
Please stay out of the hospital. One of the worst places to be. We've got more organisms in the hospital than anywhere in the world. You just don't find these bacteria outside. So you're already weakened. Why do you want to pick up another? And the other thing is, when you go into the hospital, you put other people at risk. Other patients who are immune compromised, you're already putting them at risk, so please stay home.
The reason I ask is because a natural reaction might be to, well, I'm really sick, I need to go to the hospital.
Oh, yes.
When it should be the opposite.
Oh, yes, and people go out and say, well, I came in to find out if I have the flu. Well, you know, just read the newspaper. That'll tell you. You know, you've got the symptoms, you've probably got the flu.
There's been debate about the vaccination. People saying, well, I don't know if I want to subject myself to that. I might get sicker.
Well, it's not the live vaccine. It's not. It's already dead, and all we're doing is introducing it to you to build up your antibodies to it. And the people who should really get it are women who are pregnant. And they're going to deliver their babies during the flu season. See, babies between 0 and 6 months are really at very high risk. And by getting it, you really confer immunity onto your child. So you're going to pass it on.
So if you get the shot while you're pregnant, you're better off.
Yes, absolutely. And so is your child. Your child is now protected. 0 to 4 years old is our high-risk group. Age greater than 50 is a high-risk group. So those people are the ones who really should get it.
So anybody who's got compromised
immune system, chemotherapy, HIV should definitely get this flu vaccination.
All right. Good stuff, doctor. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I thank you.